So this is a follow-up on the video we made, exposing or trying to expose Imam Ghadzi, but we ended up saying that we didn't find anything scammy about Imam Ghadzi or his business on that video. So apparently somebody made an entire video that looks like a testimonial of actually being scammed by Imam Ghadzi. So hopefully he came with proofs and something we can hold Imam Ghadzi down for. I'm hoping he says something that looks like a scam or something that is actually a scam, because he titled the video "How Imam Ghadzi Scammed Me Brutally at 14, Totally Exposed." Let's see Imam Ghadzi being exposed for scamming somebody.
Iman Ghadzi is the person who made several people broke and some rich. He took my money in the worst way possible.
You see what he did there? You see what he did there? Where is that going?
Iman Ghadzi is the person who made several people broke and some rich.
So you see how the broke has like a lot of space in the arrow down broke, then very, very little arrow for the rich. That was good.
He took my money in the worst way possible, and I will be exposing his eyewear business, digital launchpad, how he manipulates people and controls the knowledge people get in around the world, and himself as a person. But first, let me tell you my story.
Okay.
Exactly 2 years ago, I found out about. Let me tell you my story.
Did he say? If you just want to see the exposing parts, go to 4 minutes 12 seconds. Let's just get to the part where he exposed Imam Ghadzi. The backstory might take us too long. Or, I mean, this is a 13-minute video. Let's watch it.
Exactly 2 years ago, I found out about self-improvement and how the educational system is a scam. I started to learn all of the important concepts behind everything. My whole life leveled up 10 times in a matter of just a few months. Even though I didn't have any money, I felt better and had more freedom because I knew something that other people simply didn't know. And I decided to start dropshipping, but quit after 3 days because I thought it was too hard and not for me. And the whole year went by and I was still wondering what to do with my life. At the end of 2024, I started doing affiliate marketing on TikTok, but for a month, and then I quit because I didn't get any sales. Again, 3 months went by without me even noticing it all, and it all was procrastinated. All of the time I was just watching some motivational videos, which
this was what I said in the last video, right? Sometimes it's not about what the course seller or what the person is promoting. Sometimes it's about what you think the person is promoting. The person might be saying something different and you're hearing something different, and you're buying the course because you just want quick results. I mean, in 3 months already, you're already quitting something. I mean, I can tell you people that has made it doing the same thing that you quit and you said it didn't work for you. Why? Because they stayed longer than you did. You stayed in a business for 6 months and you're already quitting, and somebody gave it 2-3 years of their life and later break through and became successful in that business. It's not the fault of the business or the fault of the person teaching you about the business. It's your fault for not waiting and putting in your hours. These things don't come easy. But let it not be like I'm trying to defend Imam Ghadzi while we are just starting. This is a testimonial, so let's just hear him out. And yeah, let's just hear him out.
Procrastinated. All of the time I was just watching some motivational videos, which made all of those small and big team pages. I joined the Vazan community, which was one of the biggest motivational team page on Instagram, and I was in his exclusive community and had added him on Discord. I somehow made it all for free because of connections, and I gained some value, but I really got just one thing from it all, and that was tracking my own habits. It was the greatest improvement in my whole life. Now back to Vazan community. Overall, Jay, the person who made Vazan, was a good person, but at the time he did some little dirty things, but he's still much better than Iman Ghadzi, because Iman scams or use psychology and manipulates people as much as he can, which I will tell you in a minute. After I left Vazan community, I got a friend who helped me actually a lot, and the idea of tracking my habits, and also gained quite a lot of business and marketing knowledge. Now for the half year that was left of 2024, I was flipping stuff online and started creating a YouTube channel, which later I accidentally deleted, and I will tell you how in a second. But at the time I was mostly flipping just bikes, because I can buy them for really cheap at auction houses and repair them and then sell them for 10 to 4x profit.
That's good business. That's good business. Why did you leave it? Why did you stop? That's good business. Why did you stop? You could literally scale that one. Why did you stop?
Generated me and then sell them for 10 to 4x profit, which generated me some money, enough to start expanding. So I bought digital launchpad on December 17, 2024. I remember sitting in my room on the other side with headphones on, just listening and noting every fact that I could, and I actually thought that I would become rich, but I couldn't be farther from the truth. And the first month was actually quite good. I didn't suspect anything. I believed that Iman was a very nice and good person. I was building relationships, and everything started to make more and more sense. I learned mostly about copywriting, and then came the outreach part, which was about 2 months after I joined the digital launchpad. I started in so late, 2 months later, because they got such a bad educational plan. Just gave you some videos instead of actually saying to you how you do it correctly and stuff, but we'll get over this part. I learned one of the best outreach structures they offered, and I asked or outreach to a lot of people in the remaining 2 months. Overall, maybe around 1,000, maybe a little bit less, but it should be enough according to their calculations to make at least like 3k or something like that, while I didn't get a single sales call, and I did exactly what they said. I thought that I was the problem, that I wasn't sending enough outreach, but the reality was much more different. By the 4th month I needed to leave, which was the best decision in my whole lifetime, thanks to my parents. I left on April 17th, and I was in it exactly 121 days and being the product for Iman Ghadzi, and was giving him money for almost nothing. I realized it all was a scam on May 9th, 22 days after I left Digital Launchpad, when my friend told me everything, and I was already a bit suspicious about it all, but not on a such level. The calls were often skipped by the copywriter and others, while still being claimed as the best one out there. The program on copywriting and other were quite outdated, and I listened to most of them, and I could get the essentials, like the bare fundamentals from ChatGPT and from YouTube for free. The techniques were outdated, maybe they did work, but not well. If you analyze the current newsletter Iman uses and the one that they teach you in Digital Launchpad to use, it's a completely different game. It's like comparing a gold and diamond. One is real and the other one is fake, because it has the artificial value, which is diamond, but both seem great at first. Iman shared very little stuff on his monthly calls, and I'm 14, soon 15, and I knew basically 80% of the stuff he was talking about. They work like the educational system.
Somebody said why people will buy a course and come back and say, oh, I already know what you're talking about in the paid course. Why did you make me pay for it? Somebody said something. He said the reason why you bought it is because you know it, but you were doubting your knowledge. So you paying for the course kind of solidifies your knowledge. So it's now time to take actions. And that made so much sense. I'm not going to lie. If you buy a course and you get into the course and you realize that it is the things you already know that is in the course, it is a sign to tell you that it's time to stop learning and start doing. Stop learning and start doing. Start doing the thing you are supposed to be learning, because we have this mentality that we don't know enough. We need to learn this and learn that and learn that. I still don't see him being exposed as a scam at this point, to be honest. I mean, this is probably going to be the last Imam Ghadzi exposed video I'm going to be reacting to or watching, because all of this is not what I was expecting. When you say you expose somebody as a scam, I need you to show figures, show proofs, show people on that, show him on that delivery or something. whatever.
of the stuff he was talking about. They work like the educational system. So if you basically don't get results, you blame yourself. And I was blaming myself all the time and not them for the education they gave me. It's basically they do exactly the same thing as you do or everyone else do in their own life. If something fails for you, you blame yourself and not your teachers. What I just told you is just the tip of the iceberg.
Okay.
And now for their whole rest,
apparently we're about to get into it because
you is just the tip of the iceberg. And now for their whole rest video, I will be exposing everything I gathered for this video about Iman Ghadzi. In one of his older videos and in his latest videos, he says that he's a master at human psychology, maybe not directly but indirectly, and human behavior.
Is really how you attract opportunities without begging. As I said, I love this concept of power versus force. I like power, I like to attract rather than chase.
He is the real manipulator and puppet master, and
there was no point when he said that you were the one that said power is equals to control is equals to manipulation. There was no point when he said I am the master of human communication, manipulation or whatever.
I know that the whole situation was a few years ago, but I just want to bring it up here. Almost every course, every opportunity he gave was a scam while making you not realize it all. He is using people and controlling their behavior and thoughts by the media he posts, his story that he was broken stuff, his email letters, his events and his WhatsApp groups. His entire thing is just a scam, all made to just make you buy one of his courses. His whole AI was a scam which was not clean from different.
Oh yeah, for synthesis AI, the day he dropped that, I watched that video personally and I was like, I clicked on it and I saw it. I think it was about $900 and something, $996 or $997. I've forgotten how much it was. I think it was 1,000, no, 1,000 plus, 1,054, around that. Immediately I looked at the price and I looked at the value he was offering. I'm like, nah, why? Because I know you need to go do your own research before you pay for these people for courses. It was the money you're asking for and the offer you're giving is not matching. So at this point, I said no to it and I avoided it. So, yeah.
Of his courses. His whole AI was a scam, which was
not a scam. I mean, when you call it a scam, it's you saying it doesn't work. It does work, but it might not be for everybody, right? It might not be for everybody. Some people probably already know how to get this stuff done. The things that this AI can do, some people already know how to get it done. I mean, it's not a scam, but yeah.
Not clean from different faces and stuff, but it's already covered by another person, and I will put him somewhere here on the screen and in the description or the comment. Now this will be the most valuable part for all of you waiting. First, his agency didn't go well, so he shut it down instead of selling it, and he claimed he made millions with it, which is not true, because when you go on all the sources, he only made a few $1,000s with it, or $100,000 or something like that. And it's hard, and all he did is basically just learn marketing and psychology, and his agency was a startup to scale and make his own and first courses. And not to add, in the first place, if your agency made millions, why not sell it? Because if an agency didn't go well and it's terrible and you didn't make any profits, then you will shut it down instead of selling it, and it's exactly what he did. He bought Instagram followers to look more legit like a few years ago while scamming, and it's really hard to believe, but it's all on purpose. His media that he is posting, it's all made on purpose to make himself look more legit, and someone that would never ever buy Instagram followers to look more legit while scamming. Before, he was also pumping into his subscribers crypto like Luna, and most people got broke while he got rich from it all. The whole Iman ghadzi SMA industry is just a scam because he never even made $1 million, as I said before, based on UK sources, and many other people failed too. They have their savings from 9 to 5, like their jobs that they quit in order to start an agency, but later they just returned to it all because they didn't get any money from it all, and from Iman's courses and from the teachings and
But Imam never said you were going to get money from his courses. He never said you were going to get money from his courses. You paid to get knowledge on how to use AI to optimize your business. Did he not give you knowledge on how to use AI to optimize your business? That's what we should be talking about. When you call him a scam, those are the things you should be saying. Oh, I paid to get this knowledge, to understand how to use this AI, and then I get into the system, and there was no video teaching me how to use the AI. Now that is what I'll call a scam. But you telling me that you paid and you were not able to make money off the thing that you were being taught, and for that reason he's a scammer, nah, I'm not agreeing to that. I'm no way affiliated to Imam ghadzi. I don't have a course of his. I'm not in any of his groups or whatever. I'm not in his community. He is just somebody I watch on the internet, and I see him the same way I'm seeing you. I'm watching this video. So this is not me trying to defend him or whatever. But if you call somebody a scam, I'm expecting you to bring something scammy about him. Because this, I came with high hopes to watch this video. I was expecting, he said his first hand, so I was expecting him to bring, how I get into the group, and there were nobody teaching anything, and the things that were being taught is different from what is being advertised. You know, when you say something is a scam, show. Because right now you're talking about Luna, you're talking about crypto, his crypto runnings. You shouldn't be talking about it because he has nothing to do with you. So you can't call him a scam from that. Let's wait for the people that bought those crypto because he promoted it and lost their money. Let's wait for them to come say something. So focus or stay on the product you bought and your review on the product. That's what I was expecting. Like the other video, I'm very, very disappointed at this one too.
From it all, and from Iman's courses and from the teachings and anything. He actually made very little money from the things that he teaches you, like sales or copywriting, because
that's a lie again. He teaches you sales and he's making money from sales. You are the one not seeing it. The fact that you bought the idea, the fact that you gave him your money means he's a good sales master. Think about it. If he convinced you to buy, means that he's good at selling. So what you should be learning from him is how to also sell. This thing is simple. Even a 14-year-old knows this thing. If I ever buy Imam ghadzi's course, I want to buy his course about selling. How to make humans give you their money. Those are the things you should be learning from him, because apparently he has proven to be very, very good at it. He is making everybody buy and regret.
From the things that he teaches you, like sales or copywriting, because he never even did it, and he just hires people that know about it while telling them to not share everything so that they can control their social, while telling them to
not everything to 1K. What is not everything to 1K? What does that mean?
Share everything so that they can control their social knowledge about a specific industry, so that you can be stuck and buy more courses so that you don't succeed instantly. Iman ghadzi is a very strategic person, and guess what? He plans his goals years into the future, and even 7 years ago when he posted this video, he already knew what he will be making, and that he will be making courses that won't be like very legit and everything, and that he will be using a lot of marketing and psychology that he already knew and learned about. And in this video he flipped the whole meaning of a scam and what a bad product is in a way that you actually trust him, like 7 years ago before he found any big success, and telling you that a scam is something else that it's actually. He made this post on X around a year ago to make him all seem that he is on your line and you are on his line. He said that you can be scammed all the time by people to build trust with you. This is one of the examples where he builds fake trust with audience to make it all seem that he is legit while actually scamming in secret. He also said that it's almost impossible to not make a few K from Digital Launchpad, where actually only 50 or 100 people did it out of 20K or 20,000. Back to Digital Launchpad, he never even posted a new program each month consistently. He was claiming that he is posting and making a new program each month, where in reality I was in Digital Launchpad for 4 months, and during that time he only posted or created whatever one single program. Many people
Now that is what I will call scamming. Yeah. That right there is you telling us that you were scammed. Because if you promised to make a post every other month and for 4 months you only made a post once, now that is scamming. That particular one is coming. He is not delivering on his promise. So yeah. And yeah, he mentioned something about people that made money from Launchpad, like 50 to 100 people. The fact that there is 50 to 100 people making money from the same class you are being added, making those keys, and you are not, maybe you should look inward for where the problem is.
he only posted or created whatever one single program. Many people complain that his eyewear business is also a scam. He says that the quality he gives is premium and everything is the best for actually a cheap price, but based on people's reviews, broke after a month or so, and it's really bad, and you can see all of them here somewhere on the screen. It's basically all just a scam. By the way, did you ever wonder why his exact video on his first page on YouTube channel is the one that he put? The one that he bought his month a house for $4 million. And the truth is that he added this video to his channel on his first page that viewers see to make it all seem like he's a normal person who was...
So why didn't you watch all of these things before you bought the course? Why didn't you go do all of this research before you give him your money? Why? That's my question.
Once broke and fought it all up his way, and that he is actually the good person and tries to help you and everything. He often brainwashes people from their current facts and worldview. Then, when they don't have trust in anyone else, like the educational system or the whole renaissance, that there's a big shift in our industry, which is actually true, but he overused it, and he did it all in such a way to make himself a viable person to get information from and how to escape it all, which is a normal marketing strategy, but it's overused, and he never ever actually gives a real value to actually escape it all. Not to mention, if you even was on his last stream or live event or anything, he actually deleted 1/3 all of the comments during his live event, or his moderators did, because so many people were calling it a scam, and they just didn't want that bad reputation, which is actually true. And also, if you want to see all the points that I just said to you, share with the pinned comment or description. Now, the final lesson is never trust Iman ghadzi. Never let him speak and make you choose what you don't want, because at the end of the day, he will make you trust him and make himself look like a very legit and humble person, while he will be scamming you.
Now, that final lesson was a good final lesson, and here's what I'm going to say, yeah? Listen to me carefully. Listen, let me wear my glasses so I look like a professor when saying this. Listen to me carefully. I'm coming. Let me get my mic. Now listen to me. There is nothing anybody wants to teach you in a paid class that does not exist on YouTube. There is nothing anybody wants to teach you in a paid class that don't already exist on YouTube. There is no new skill, there is no new way to achieve a result that don't already exist in a free zone, right? And here's why. We are in this creators economy where everybody People make money from creating content. People make money from putting out value, right? So people give out these values because they want to monetize it, right? So when they don't know when to stop at this point, it's a competition of who is more valuable. People give out things that they should have been keeping quiet about. You see them giving it out as tips and tricks and all of that and all of that. Your own job now is to put everything together. I've been editing for 9 years, but professionally for 5. And I tell you, there was one time I had a sales call with a so-called editing guru that wanted to teach me how to be making $5,000 a month as a video editor. And he was selling that mentorship for $1,500. And now, when I was on the call, I was just laughing throughout the call because he kept trying to convince me, why I need his help, why I need his mentorship, why I need his coaching and everything. And I'm like, no, I don't. If I want to make $5,000 a month as a video editor, all I need to do is get better at video editing, get very, very good at video editing, outreach to premium clients, or showcase my work on on Twitter or whatever, or TikTok, or anywhere, and get people reach out to me to work with them. And I literally put out any price I want to charge. It's that simple. There's nothing you're about to tell me right now on how to make more money with the skill I already have, except from getting better or getting good at that skill, right? It's that simple. You want to learn how to close $10,000 a month as a writer. Literally watch people that write and are closing those numbers. Just watch their own piece. Watch how they write. Check out for things you are not doing in your own piece. Get good at that skill and reach out to people that have money, that are they're also making money with the skill you're about to offer. They will pay you more. It's that simple. I don't know why you guys are buying so many courses and coming here to complain. If you buy a course and you think the course is going to change your life, maybe you should be patient with the course, learn what the course is saying, and do that thing for 5 years. Then let's see if your life is not changed. You bought a course and in 3 months, you're already talking how you were being scammed. You were not scammed. You were not scammed. The only thing you tell me now about course selling, say, oh, they scammed me, is when you get into the group and you see that what was advertised is not what you're saying. He said, oh, I'm going to be having a class with you guys every week. But then it's been 4 weeks and you've not had any class. Now that you can call that coach out as a scammer because he just failed on his promises. But you're telling me that you bought the course and you were not able to make money. For that reason, the coach is a scam. I disagree. That's just me. I disagree, right? And yeah, to this creator, no shade. I'm not saying your reality is not real. I mean, you think you have been scammed, but if you don't fix your mindset, you're just going to fall for the next coach that says something sweeter than what Imam Ghadzi said. Yes, that's the truth. If you don't fix your mindset, if you don't fix how you let people control you because of what you see, you're just going to fall for the next creator that promises you heaven and earth, and you're just going to give him your money, and you're going to come back and start complaining on how you've been scammed again. So that being said, that's my 2 piece. I hope I nailed my professor skills. And if you enjoyed this video, click on this one being recommended to you. I'm very, very sure that you're going to enjoy it. Watch it, enjoy it, and see you on the next one. Bye for now.